How's it going, everyone? I'm Isle, and I am so excited because Gamers 8, a tournament that was played recently over in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, released their replay pack, and there are so many games to cast. So, first of all, the game that I've got for you today. On Gresvan, we have our Terran player from South Korea. It is ByuN. His opponent, our blue Protoss player, also from South Korea. It is Classic. So this tournament, I managed to watch quite a few of the games of this tournament. Oh, it was so good. There were so many awesome things. And this entire tournament kind of popped up this year. And it was like, okay, this is a big tournament. I mean, there was some serious prize money involved, and obviously, you know, they attracted all the pros. Now, there was a Gamers Without Borders tournament that happened earlier in the year, kind of as a qualifiers for this one, but this was the big one. And everyone flew over to Saudi Arabia. They held the event there. The production was pristine. It was just a great event. So I really, as a spectator, I enjoyed watching it. And I saw a bunch of the games. But one of them that I wanted to look at first of all was this one. Classic has been playing some really cool StarCraft lately. He actually did really well in this tournament. I'm not going to spoil that. I'll talk more about that later on. But yeah, so I've been playing a little bit of Protoss recently, and I've been needing a little bit of inspiration. So yeah, we're going to have a look at Classic. Anyway, ByuN obviously, but ByuN is amazing to watch. It's exciting. But anyway, let's quickly have a look at the build orders. So we had a Twilight going into Blink. This is a pretty normal type of opener for the Protoss. Terran went for Barracks into Factory with a command center here, walling off, and then for the Starport. So we're going to have Hellions coming early on with the Medevac. Might be a little bit of a drop. Yeah, we'll see what ByuN plans to do with this. At the same time, Robo is coming up, so we can expect a little bit of pressure from Classic. These adepts being very annoying, by the way. Forcing that command center just to lift up a little bit. Stalkers come across as well, but I think Classic may have overstayed his welcome just a little bit. Marines, Hellions. Oh, he's even going to drop it on the Stalker. ByuN really wants to get rid of that Stalker. And he does. Now he plays a little bit of shuffleboard with the units there. Hellions going to drive across while, I mean, it's at 5 Marines go through in the Medevac to go see. I thought I saw something moving here. Anyway. Okay, so Hellions going to be poking around at the front. We have a couple of pylons out front. Okay, well, that's a thing. Along with the shield battery. Classic should be fine. He should be relatively safe. Follow-up is actually going to be going into Storm. Okay, I like that. I like the Storm that he's going for. I like Storm, but I know the pros generally don't kind of rate Storm as well necessarily as Disruptors. Alright, so a little bit of shuffling once again. And now the Hellions are in the Medevacs. But yeah, this could be... Yeah, there's Zealot charge coming up. This could be a good little bit of Zealot Immortal Archon play with Storm. Alright, well, this is not doing anything. Stalkers are here. I wonder if ByuN sees this. Ah, he must have seen it. Oh, hello tank, how are you? Oh, I closed my production. Yep, there's the Storm coming up. Alright, so this is actually, I really think if you want a nice build for the ladder, maybe not exactly like this. But using Zealot Immortal Archon is a pretty solid build order that works against, well, in most matchups actually for the Protoss. So if you're a young and up and coming Protoss player, not like me, I'm just an old and haggard one. But yeah, maybe a good build order to follow. Going up by 3 more gates, which means we're going to go up to 6 gates, right? Yeah, something like that. Third base also comfortably taken. ByuN has not got his 3rd CC yet. No, there's only 2. So he's going to be going for a little bit of 2-base play for now. Unless he expands behind this. This medevac's still doing its little dance of death on the side here. There comes in the scan. He's got a nice little sight of everything that's happening. I love the Templar stationed here. So this Templar is to feedback any medevacs that fly in, maybe storm any biological drops that come in, so any infantry units that might be dropped in his base. Here comes ByuN across for a little bit of a push, and we'll see what damage he can get done. What do we have in terms of defenses? 2 Templar, 2 High Templar that is, Stalkers, and some Zealots. Okay, let's have a look at the Storms. Alright, keeping those High Templar nice and back. There is an Immortal as well. It's going to help. Immortal's obviously very tanky against those tanks. Archon morphed in as well. And we see a nice early Ghost Academy coming up from ByuN. A little bit of a drop on this side, but a single Zealot warped in to clean it up. ByuN's gonna lay siege. I think he was expecting the 3rd base here, honestly. Protoss players tend to take their 3rd base here. Alright, so he's gonna pick up his bio, chuck them in the medevacs, and see if he can move around and get something done. Oh, it's the Raven that's causing a little bit of nonsense. Yeah, he notices he can't really push into this position because there's not much to push into here. So he's gonna send the bio across. Let's see if anything happens here. More Immortals coming up along with a Forge. They get dropped. There are 2 High Templar. Ooh, that's a good storm. Feedback's going down. Okay, so that 1 is going to go down. 1 medevac goes down. Pretty good defense. 2 workers do go down, but that's okay. Where did the 2 SCVs go down? Yeah, well, there were 2 SCVs on the other side at the same time. Ah, here we go. A couple of Zealot run-bys going in. There's a tank there. It is shelling away. Oh, there's 2 tanks. Nice. Okay, so a couple more do fall on this side. 3 ghosts coming out at a time. And it is time for Classic to go on the offensive. He's got some Immortals. He's got some Zealots. They are running low on health. Watch the High Templar. Tries to get a nice storm on the SCVs. Not quite solid, but decent. Warping in extra Zealots here. Yeah, I like this army. I honestly like what Classic is doing here. He's up in supply. His worker count is good. I mean, Terran has mules, so this is pretty even. I think actually Terran should be... Well, I mean, without the base land, it won't be equal. But I think as soon as these SCVs get back to mining, the income should be pretty much equal. We see the second robotics facility coming up along with the Robo Bay. I don't like this position of it though, out in front. Anyway, there's an engagement here. Okay, a couple of EMPs go down. That means the High Templar don't have energy. The shields are gone. Yeah, that's gonna force Classic to go home. Can't fight into that without your splash. Raven almost goes a dangerous path over the army. And here we see the 4th base. This is an interesting way to expand. That Classic's going, you know, like vertical expansions. Normally, Protoss would do similar to what the Terran's done, going for that triangle, but I don't know. Classic knows what he's doing, so I'm gonna let him be. He's going into Colossus now with extended thermal lance. I think a good transition just to get a little bit of consistent splash damage, because, you know, Ghosts also, 1 or 2 EMPs on High Templar can really destroy your push. Or, you know, if you're on the defensive, they're gonna kind of kill you, because Protoss needs that splash damage. He still has Templar in the army, High Templar, but yeah. I love he's got a couple of them just scattered around just for defense. Ugh, that gas isn't saturated. Okay, now he's going for his 5th over here, which would normally be the 3rd base position. We have ByuN going for his 4th. So ByuN's going quite Marauder heavy, actually, if you have a look at this army. That's a lot of Marauders. Hang on. 3rd Robo. That's not something you see every day. Classic's going for a 3rd Robo, which means he's planning on using a lot of Robo units, and yeah, he wants to get a lot of them out very quickly, which means that if he loses a Colossus or 2, he can just remake them 3 at a time. Or if he's going into disruptors, you know, he can make them 3 at a time, which is pretty good. Third Robo, not standard, but not the most unusual. There are a couple of Protoss players that like to go for this type of play. These Zealots almost, yep, they're pretty much in range. Gotta be careful, he's gonna pull them away now of that sensor tower. Decent Protoss army though, but both players are now nearing maxed out. Classic is a little bit in the lead in terms of workers, but overall. Hang on now. 1, 2, 3. 4. Alright, so you know I was talking about the 3 Robo bays being, or Robo facilities being quite normal. 4 is not. 4 is not. Classic really wants to get those heavy hitters out. I mean, the Robo units are pretty good, so... Ow. Archon tanks that one. Ooh, Storm. That's a nice juicy Storm of the entire Terran army. Tries to get another big one, but it's just going to pick off the Widowmine. Same time, a couple of Zealots run in here. They do pick off a few workers. Okay. 4 Robo bays. I love this. EMP does hit on some of that Protoss army, not too much. Same time, there are Storm again. These guys are all over the map. I'm seeing workers falling the whole time, but I'm missing it. Oh, big Storm there. Anti-armor missile though on the entire Protoss army, which means ByuN's gonna jump. Disruptor's gonna force away the Bio army. Once again, Vikings are trying to get rid of the Colossus though. There's still a lot of splash left over. Classic is on a full retreat here. He does not want to fight with his units and their armor reduction. Look at that. 4 disruptors at a time. That is not something you see every day. And I love it. This is the beauty of having so many Robos. I mean, why not? Instead of going for 3,000 gateways, which most Protoss players do, Classic is just 5. He's just gonna go up to 5 Robo bays. Robo facilities. Alright, ByuN picks up this base. Good little pick off here. Do have the Dark Shrine coming up as well. 5 Robos. Yeah, why not? I love that. I think that's brilliant. That is where your heavy hitters do come from, and the big kind of drawback, big recall coming in as well as a massive warp in disruptors. Oh, one big hit there. Stalkers are here to help out as well. Archon is trying to nudge everything forward, kind of nudging the disruptor to its death as well. A couple of workers go down. There are ACVs on the other side falling, which I'm missing because I'm keeping my eye here. Yeah, must have been another Zealot run by here. Jump. Oh, Stalker's being warped in here. These medevacs are going down. The one that's full hasn't gone down, luckily. A couple of Vikings do spot this base. This is a pretty chaotic match already. 5 Robo base. Dark Shrine also finishing up. Oh, look at that. Oh, so many disruptors. Ghost getting some EMPs here. Okay, but Classic's getting in a good position here. At the same time, the Vikings are moving forward. ByuN's just trying to get some value out of the Vikings because without Colossus, they don't really do much. They're just taking up supply where you could have better units. A little bit of a drop again. This medevac comes back, gets rid of a bunch of probes. Been quite a lot of losses so far. 28 ACVs, 18 probes. I've missed pretty much all the ACVs, but there you go. EMPs go down once again. Supply in favor of Classic. Yep. He can just keep pumping things out of his 5 Robo bays. Facilities. Why do I keep saying Robo bays today? I never say Robo bays. That's gonna make me sick. I would not want to be those infantry units in that medevac. Oops, wrong button. Oh, I think Classic might be overextending a little bit. This Terran army is going to catch him from the side. Disruptors trying to get some damage done. Oh, that was a beautiful hit. Careful, don't disrupt your own units. Okay, he did get a nice big hit there. 4 disruptors producing at a time. He's not even using all 5. At the same time, once again, ooh, a storm drop. Ooh, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back for that. I need to see that one. Ooh, nice. All right, caught the little tail end there. I'm not gonna rewind again, but there you go, storm drop. I caught something. Well, I didn't catch it, but there you have it. This is pretty tricky because these guys are playing all over the map. How many war prisms are there? No, that's the one I want. Well, now nothing. ByuN is making the switch into liberators, right? He's got 4 of them. Yeah, so he's going into liberators. Big attack coming in, yeah. Trying to get rid of this planetary fortress. Disruptor's also trying to get some hits. Planetary fortress is being repaired. There are workers going down once again. I think it's on this base over here. I can't keep my screen. I need that picture-in-picture that they have at the tournaments, but I can't do that because they have a massive production team and I don't. Now finally ByuN is building a turret over here. Must have been Dark Templar or something. Alright, blinking in on top of those liberators. I thought that was a bigger hit on the ACVs from that disruptor, but only 4. Okay, once again, a couple of high Templars here getting a good storm, which I missed once again because these guys are all over the map. Recall on this side to try to avoid this base getting destroyed. These high Templar do finally fall. That is a lot of SCV damage done. ByuN's jumping onto these disruptors. That's no problem. Just make them 4 at a time. This is a pretty crazy match. I love this. I love the way Classic is playing this. ByuN is so far down in supply. And there's so many disruptors requiring so much attention from ByuN, and he's doing pretty well. I mean, these splits are pretty sick, but there's more disruptor balls coming all the time. Shadow Stride is being researched now, so we're gonna have that upgrade for the Dark Templar. It's just getting a little bit desperate for ByuN. Look at the difference in eco. It's massive. It's 40 workers versus the 80 of Classic. This is gonna be a little bit of a desperate push here from ByuN. He needs to get some damage done in return, but the Protoss army is on the move once again. How many gates is he up to? He's up to 14 gates. He is pushing onto this base. He's going to get rid of this Nexus, but the Protoss army is coming to defend. It's coming from 2 angles. Oh, that's a big disruptor hit there, getting rid of a couple of units. Look big at least. At the same time, there is a Dark Templar in this base. It will be picked off. Does pick off a couple of workers before they are pulled. Whew. You guys really making me test my observing skills here. Oh, this is so much fun. Classic has a severe lead though. ByuN's gonna have to work some miracles to get back into this. The storm drops though really did a lot of damage. I missed a bunch of them, so sorry about that one. But you know, keeping my eye on the engagement as well. I'll see if I can do some picture-in-picture stuff. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. Could be fun. How's the upgrades looking for both players? 3-3 for Protoss, 3-2 for ByuN. Oh no, not another prism. Ooh, gets out with 2 health. Here we go, engagement coming into the middle here. Classic pushing up this ramp once again. And those disruptors can keep that army up at bay for so long. How many does he have? He's got up to 12 disruptors. ByuN is moving across. Oh, there's a big hit there. I just got the end of it. That was a big hit. It's a maxed out Protoss versus a 150 supply Terran. Disruptors. So many. Boom, big hit. Oh. Just keep going. It's non-stop disruption novas. There goes the Ghost. There goes some more Marines. Here we go once again. ByuN falling below 100 supply. Whew. Hello. There are 2 speedy warp prisms that are both going to die. It's a single Widow mine. Oh no, luckily not. Alright, well. 2 warp prisms warping in 5 zealots is better than 1, right? ByuN pushing into what I like. A good position over here. He's pushing into the space, but he's got to be careful. Here comes the Protoss army. Some decent splits. They're trying to avoid the Widow mine damage. ByuN is desperate. He's just running this army, trying to get something done. He's doing something. But those workers were pulled nice and early. EMP on the cannon. The units are running low. The medevacs are running low on energy. Oh no, he loses a full one to some stalkers. Oh. Yeah, this game is pretty much over. Classic has got this in the bag. With one of the most fun ways of playing StarCraft. Playing Protoss that I've ever seen. Robo heavy play. Absolutely awesome. This could be the killer push coming in, yeah. Disruptors for days. Try to micro against this ByuN. Big hit there. I don't think you're able to. Look at that. More. 77 supply for ByuN. He is in a tough spot. Hello, random immortal here. Ooh, lots of immortals. ByuN realizes he doesn't have anything left. Classic takes the game. That was a sick game from Protoss. And I loved seeing Classic. He played really well. And I mean, this is against a ByuN that's playing pretty well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. I had so much fun casting this. Classic is my new inspiration for Protoss. Anyway, if you did like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the like button too, the one if you actually like it. Yeah, if you want to see some more StarCraft content, I am posting pretty much every day a variety of different forms of StarCraft content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.